Hi everyone, happy return. Today, we're exploring 11 incredible psychological information about women that will totally change your viewpoint and prepare. As 97% of males are unaware of these secrets and frequently encounter rejection, but you can still join, guess what? The top 5% that really stand out by ladies knowing these truths isn't limited to the men who are aware of these. Knowing the truth about yourself will help you magnetic. And before we delve in, could you resist? If you're eager to help, please do me a simple favor. Discover these secrets and destroy that like button that enables us to provide you with more strong Stoic knowledge. And if you haven't already, click the subscribe button, and to ensure that you don't miss anything, ring the bell. Our most recent vids, let's maintain this. Leave a comment if you're passionate about this subject. If you think we can do better, please comment. Enter Z and inform us of the next steps. Go right into these amazing revelations that will change the way you perceive women, as well as psychological aspects of partnerships. Fact 1. Women fall in love due to the sense of smell, which is an unexpectedly significant part in research, indicates that romantic attraction carried out by the Federal University of First Lesson, Rio de Janeiro. If a lady finds pleasure in a man's fragrance, her love for him grows by an astounding 85.5%. of this is due to women's 50% increased olfactory bulb neurons compared to men, rendering them more susceptible to. Our sense of smell is intimately associated with the limbic system, the section of the part of the brain that controls emotion and memory, which indicates that a pleasant aroma can evoke pleasant recollections and feelings that make a woman more attractive to a man. Selecting the appropriate scent can provide you with a notable edge in smells of attraction that are frequently connected to masculinity and cleanliness, like cedarwood and sandalwood and citrus, are frequently quite alluring. Not only about having a pleasant scent, but also about discovering a fragrance that appeals to your personality and leaves a lasting impression on her stay. Watch the entire video to learn more. Which scents arouse the senses? The majority of women who are psychologically effective favor males with their own. How self-assurance is a big attraction for women, but a thin line separates women with confidence and haughtiness. Respect men who are confident and have their own methods for carrying out this. Does not imply being intrusive or dominating, rather than demonstrating respect, while simultaneously exhibiting a hint of vulnerability in a lady you respect, and demonstrate that you respect her viewpoint. Establish confidence while displaying a small amount of vulnerability, such as acknowledging when you need assistance or when you're depressed, might increase your relatability and charming. Establishing confidence is essential in any relationship. Pay special attention to her, the signs she delivers, and her body language. When you speak, does she lean in? She looks me in the eye, and smiling is a good indication that she feels at ease and intrigued. Alternatively, whether she's crossing her arms or averting her gaze, she could be experiencing defensive or unwillingness to comprehend these cues, and answering appropriately can assist you. Construct a more robust third psychological fact about the link. Women frequently experience emotions while they are close to you, yet might not communicate. Second lesson, it can make many women feel powerful, relationship or interest in a man, but may not publicly declare it. In accordance with 68% of women in one research stated they would think about having a romantic relationship with a man if they believed they could obtain what they wanted from this. Emphasizes how crucial it is to make your intents that are evident right away if you're considering a woman. It's important to convey this quietly, but clearly. Begin by demonstrating sincere. Ask her whether you are interested in her personally. Regarding her passions, interests, and aspirations, demonstrate your appreciation for her thoughts, and simultaneously, insights. Don't be afraid to compliment her and flirt a little on anything special about her, such as humor or her musical preferences. Little actions like these can be beneficial. Express your curiosity without becoming too personal, too powerful if you want to know how. To get around this, leave a remark and let me inform you. 4 women are more psychologically drawn to males who are. The pre-election process is an amazing occurrence in which a man becomes more attractive to women when this is how other women express interest in him. Impact has its origins in evolutionary psychology. Women are frequently drawn to men who are thought to be attractive by other females, since it indicates that he possesses attributes that are desired and appreciated. After a man gets encircled by a group of females, it enhances his appeal to take use of this factor, establishing a female friend network. It's not necessary for these pals to be amorous. Interests, their mere presence, can produce the effect of pre-selection. When you're out in public places with other ladies will notice female pals and can grow more intrigued by you. This does not imply that women should be used to improve your appearance, but instead it emphasizes how crucial it is to have establishing a variety of social relationships. Sincere connections with women can enhance your life and raise your appeal to possible lovers. Cal Fact 5, for couples psychologues. If she teases you, she's interest-based. Teasing is a typical method for ladies to express curiosity. When a woman gives you humorous taunts or names are frequently an indication that she's "I'm drawn to your playful behavior." Helps women establish rapport and trust. Frequently employ teasing and humor to determine your responses and to determine whether you can follow their wits if a woman will taunting you, which is a positive indication that she feels at ease in your presence and is attempting to establish a light-hearted and enjoyable environment. Comply with her taunting and return her lively enthusiasm for example, if she calls you a fool nickname, to which you might reply with an adorable reply such as, "I know you call me. Do you believe that since you like me?" Third lesson not observed that this type of banter can lead to a feeling of unity and reciprocity attractiveness. Consider a scenario in which Anna is at a coffee shop with Nick. Teasingly makes fun of Nick's coffee, choosing to call it Basic Nick, gives a clever answer in response, and they both chuckle at this light-hearted conversation. Fosters a light-hearted and enjoyable environment. Strengthening their bond through teasing is frequently an indication of coziness and appeal. It demonstrates how comfortable the woman is around you and is attempting to make a fun and interesting interaction by giving a favorable response to playing along and giving back the playful energy. You can establish a relationship and bolster your sixth women like bond psychological facts. Men who are cognizant of their unspoken phrase that women frequently use to express their emotions through nonverbal communication and indirect clues as opposed to overt statements. The reason for this is that women are generally more sensitive to nonverbal cues. You could be reluctant or bashful about expressing openly, express their emotions out of fear of rejection. Men who are able to recognize these unspoken cues and react is highly respected. Observe her body language to determine whether she's stroking her hair, causing lengthy eye bending in your direction, or making touch with you are all indications of interest, or the opposite. If crossing her, she's avoiding eye contact, arms, or taking a step back. She could be feeling uneasy, or "I'm not interested in reading these signals." React sympathetically, and gaining comprehension might increase your ability to connect deeply with her. If you fail to notice these signs, she might believe you have no interest in her, and if you want to learn more, continue on this intriguing psychological strategy. Please let me know in the comments. The instance where Nick observed that Anna appeared somewhat aloof during their dialogue, he politely inquired if everything was fine, and they paid attention. Anna appreciated her body language. His focus and candor about what she was thinking about, that made it deeper, their sentimental link, comprehension and reaction sensitivity to nonverbal clues is essential in developing strong bonds. Women frequently express their emotions through their bodies, language and nonverbal cues. By being alert and receptive to these indications, you are able to demonstrate your concern and are attentive to her. 7 women's psychological facts about emotions are especially worried about their appearance. Of ladies during private times frequently pay careful attention to their appearance, particularly during close periods when they concentrate on preserving their beauty, even extends to the style and hue of their clothing, complimenting her under their clothing on her stunning appearance during these moments that can increase her self-assurance and make her feel better. Liked when you give her credit, endeavors and give her a sense of beauty, encourages her to work harder to appear nice to you. This can help her feel more eager to visit you and able to. Lesson number 4, strengthen your close relationship. Instead of remaining silent and expressing your admiration for her straightforward appearance, remarks such as, "You look amazing," or I adore that ensemble, you may make a substantial effect on her sense of self-worth. And your 8th connection psychology fact. When a man establishes a lady who has more emotional experiences, the emotional link between sensations and vital for women, particularly during women, are less likely to have intimate moments, more physically active than males, and more dependent on emotional and mental stimulation. Comprehension of the psychological intricacy of a female's thinking can increase her contentment, while intimate activities, rather than being used directly, subtly interacting with her. Take your time to develop a strong emotional bond. Strong emotional connection prior to anything physical. Events motivate her to convey her emotions and demonstrate to her that you truly comprehend her feelings. This closer bond will fortify her affections for you and may result in a more content and gratifying. However, be cautious in your relationship because the procedure is delicate and calls need. Nick was sensitive and patient, taking the time to comprehend Anna's feelings and engage with her more deeply. Prior to any physical contact, he had certain to establish a sentimental connection by having deep discussions and demonstrating this emotional level of empathy. Relationships strengthened their close encounters and reinforced their establishing a relationship and an emotional connection calls for endurance. And realizing that women frequently need to feel emotionally stable prior to participating in physical closeness by spending time with, recognize her emotions and behaviors. True empathy. You can establish a more profound, more satisfying relationship psychology. Fact 9. Women tend to love their friends more than men do. Compared to some women feel stronger than their partners. Emotional bond with their finest friends rather than their boyfriends' academic pursuits have demonstrated that when women depart from their getting together with friends at home with partners, they feel more emotional, being aware that their friends will not pass judgment them and will provide them with emotional assistance, gives one a feeling of warmth and security. It is frequently confused with love. It's critical to uphold sound boundaries. Between your significant other and her close friends, even though it comes naturally to ask her pals for emotional support, make certain that it doesn't impede your partnership, that promotes transparency, dialogue, and show her support. Friendships concurrently. Be sure to cultivate a robust emotional relationship with her so that she feels just as encouraged and appreciated in your relationship. Anna cherished her intimately strong bonds that frequently resorted to Nick. Her buddies for emotional support acknowledged this and urged her to keep these crucial relationships concurrently. He established an attempt to establish a solid emotional relationship with Anna and making sure that she were equally encouraged in their fifth lesson relationship that motivates your spouse to keep up wholesome friendships while also establishing a close emotional bond. In your partnership, there is vital by demonstrating your appreciation for and cherish your friendships with her. Show your support and knowledge that can improve your apsychological reality about bonds. Some women only agree to dates if they are free. Food, according to 38% of US surveys of women, have acknowledged that they accept dates in return for this dinner, demonstrates the intricacies of why a lady might consent to a date before. Make sure the person you're asking out is truly curious about you, not just seeking a complimentary meal to assess her interest. Observe her actions additionally. Does she communicate with sincerity, interest in your hobbies and life? Does she participate in meaningful discussions and pose meaningful questions? Inquires as to if she is solely interested in shallow subjects or appears disinterested. She might not actually care about you if you want to know how to tell. Ask me whether a girl likes you in the comments, and I'll provide additional advice at the conclusion of this. Nick was always careful to measure a woman's sincere curiosity prior to inquiring. He listened to her when she was out. Conduct and communication in search of indications of sincere interest and engagement. This strategy aided him. Steer clear of circumstances where a lady might accept a date solely to get a freebie. Meal recognizing a woman's actual intentions are important when looking for a partner. Indications of sincere attention, such intelligent discussions that are meaningful inquiries and constant participation by making sure she is truly interested, you can become more genuine and satisfying. Psychological connections. Fact 11. When women are angry, because they would rather you approach when a woman feels upset or irritated. Paying her usually makes her feel better. Pay attention to her and be understanding, ladies. Generally value when their feelings are recognized and confirmed. This knowing enables you to grasp why she's angry and able to stop miscommunications from developing into larger problems that women are inherently inclined to experience and communicate deep feelings. While they may not always express these emotions openly if she seems unhappy, so don't give up or ignore her. Her personal space, believing that she prefers to be ignored rather than approached quietly, and inquire if she wants to speak. Regarding what's causing her to use active demonstrating that you are paying attention by making eye contact and nodding and giving her a considerate response. It's fascinating to note that some ladies are even attracted to men who treat them badly due to the emotional peaks and valleys encourage them. But this doesn't imply you ought to treat people badly, but it draws attention to the intricate dynamics of attractive and sentimental. Lesson number 6, link. Become acquainted with the women. Frequently engage in emotional games for example, a woman could put your patience or challenge yourself to see how you react. By comprehending these dynamics, can assist you in navigating relationships more efficiently in view of the first psychological facts that explain how let's investigate how scents can stimulate ladies. Several popular fragrant essences. A 2017 study examined jasmine's impacts, as well as lavender, on 2 male groupings, and each woman spent time with one group of women, with 2 males, one of whom is wearing a fragrance. Absent these scents, and the other wearing a fragrance with a jasmine basis, scents greatly raised. The women's attraction to certain fragrances in men is present in well-known scents, like renowned French brands, and a diverse sense. Nick observed that Anna was distressed following a challenging workday. Rather than giving her room, he quietly walked up to her and inquired whether she wanted to discuss it with Anna. "Thank you." His compassion, and felt better after letting him know how she feels. This strategy strengthened their approaching a woman with an emotional connection, when her distress demonstrates your concern and are ready to stand by her side. Active listening and emotional empathy are essential to comprehending her emotions and giving her the comfort she requires by supporting her through challenging. Occasionally, you can develop a deeper, more robust connection. Finally, being aware of these psychological facts have the power to change your approach to interpersonal connections and strengthen your relationships with women, whether they're the significance of sense power assurance or the nuances of understanding nonverbal communication can guide you through the intricacies of attraction and become more powerful. Significant partnerships. Keep in mind, the secret to successful partnerships are based on sincere recognizing mutual regard and empathy. By focusing on these applying psychological insights, with careful consideration, you may improve your exchanges and produce enduring, satisfying links. If you found this video entertaining, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Your help enables us to bring more worthwhile material, and as usual, please feel free to express your opinions and queries in the comments section below, which we adore listening to you and are available to assist you on your path to improvement connections.